All right, all set here. So this is the first round of the weekly tournament. We're gonna have two games today. There's two teams that got a bye, and the teams that are playing in this game are Another Egg, Toxic Panda, Non-JP and Lich, Starduck and Trigger, and Goblin and I believe Pookie. So what are you guys thinking? How do you think this match is gonna play out?
Thinking Goblin Pookie is going to be the early favorite.
Yeah, Starduck Trigger also very strong.
Yeah, Starduck and Trigger is a very strong team, and I think, to be honest.
If I think that those two teams are going to figure out pretty quickly who each other are from Micro and other tells. And I don't know. In a tournament game like this, only two teams get to advance. If somebody else wins, one of these teams may not make it on to the next round. So it'll be interesting to see how this gets played. It may be a smart play. I think we're both assuming both those teams are going to do well, but it may be a smart play for one of these teams to kind of if they're doing well in performance score, finish off the other one and let one of the other teams here win. I would like to see. I think it'd be cool if a team other than the usual winners advanced. Big pickup here for bottom right. Pink gets 2 mineral crystals that spawn right in his lane. The first two, that's pretty helpful.
Lich is playing extremely conservative.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, that could hurt him a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt his diagonal right now.
Especially when he's laning against Goblin, who is one of the best players in zone control next to Trigger.
Yeah, and if you let your lane go get an engagement somewhere else, like you just did, it can sometimes be hard to catch up.
For sure, because for the simple fact is, if he's going somewhere else, if your lane's going somewhere else to get feed, it also means that your lane is going to be ahead in upgrades as well.
Mm-hmm. And they're not going to want to fight you.
Engagement from a Lich. Sorry?
They're not going to want to fight you.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Until they're back to full supply.
And just for everybody out there, you have me, Silver, Roz, and Pop-Tart as casters for this first tournament game. So, hello to all you in the chat.
I think what we have happening here is a bit of a stream. I don't think Lich knows that Starduck is his lane, other than because we called it out in the stream. So I think it'd be smart in general when we're casting these things, if we want to keep people's identities safe, to just refer to colors.
Isn't there a delay on the?
There is, but we're 3 minutes in. There's enough time for him to hear some of that. So, yep. Or maybe we can feed some misinformation. But for those watching on the stream, the teams pop up on the leaderboard every 45 seconds or so. So you keep an eye on it, and we're not calling out the names of the team. You can, or the colors. You can figure it out just by watching for it.
This is going to hurt Rhett as well, because Goblin is ready to bunk. It was already started to bunker, so.
Yep, green does have the early bunk.
It's not bad upgrades either on 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, even though
that's pretty solid.
Is on 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 3. That's still not bad upgrades considering the person that he's laning, but
yeah, I think we'll see green.
But with the green getting the second bunker, that's going to make Teal's life a hell of a lot harder.
Is he going to pop the combat shields here? Yeah, he pops the com. Oh, no, he spent it on speed. He had exactly 300 minerals. Speed's good, too. I think it really comes down to how strong his army you're fighting. If the army's weak, he has Teal out upgraded. You don't even really need the combat shields. That might just encourage them to run away more. And that's where the speed's probably better. I like the decision to get speed rather than combat shields here.
Yeah, because this is gonna hurt Teal now.
Yeah, Teal's in some trouble. They still have 2 nukes, but when your lane gets an expansion and gets to get all the way back up to full supply before you get even drop yours, it can be really hard to expand.
Oh, for sure, definitely. And we see Monjay, we see light green, almost down with. Oh, now this is something you do, Roz.
I like the
Top
positioning,
right.
and the timing was pretty good as well, because
for sure.
the second bunker was started after it was almost for sure the first bunker would finish. I do like this. If you're going to expand at the same time, hiding the fact, you don't want the expansions to be on opposite extremities of your base, so it's you have to kind of run between the two to defend both of them. So I do like this.
But also, bearing in mind that obviously Brown must have asked light green if it was okay to bunker there.
I would imagine so.
Now, this is interesting. We're looking at a 2v2 vertical right now at the moment.
2v2 what? Oh, were you looking at those team scores? 2v2. Yeah. Oh, you're saying sides of the map.
Yeah.
Kind of shuffling back and forth.
I think a lot of that was just so that Teal could get his bunker up. But again, this is gonna hurt.
I think Pink's looking to get a Reaper here.
Quite possibly, considering where the shield tower is. But then again, it's look.
What is this? Is this a sensor tower going down? Yes, it is.
One thing that's interesting is Red and Teal starting out so slow and not taking any real engagements with the top team. Right now, their only chance to really make it past this is if they win this, because there's already such a huge deficit for them on performance.
Yeah, if we take a look at the performance scores, for those wondering, bottom right is doing quite well. But no surprise to anyone.
That's a lovely nuke. That nuke was absolutely needed.
455 minerals. A lot of times when the nukes come down, the performance scores for everybody else jumps up.
But it's not done him any favors, because it's like Wretch isn't even doing anything.
Yeah, shield tower here from Teal would do a lot to help secure this expansion. I think the expansion is going to get down, but I'm not sure, especially with the turret there. But the problem is turrets die to Reapers pretty quickly. Where is Red's worker?
Pink is going for Rodders.
A shield tower on that marine bunker would have ensured it finishing, but I'm not even sure it's going to finish now. That's a lot of pressure from top right. This is really good for top right, who, before this engagement started, was a little bit further behind. They're closing the gap on bottom right. Score. 28 kills. That's a.
Oh, we got 28 kill.
Oh.
That's not a great nuke. And the shield tower dies as well. I think this is still going to be a cancel. Will Pink go for the nuke kill? He will. Oh, and he doesn't get it. Epic cancel.
Take a look at top left right now.
I wonder if
yeah, they're struggling.
Yes, we did have shared control, but only for green. So that cancel was done by Pink, and
he's gonna lose that bunker.
Yeah, Red lost that bunker.
Ouch! That is so painful.
Yeah, Red loses. Oh, he finished the bunker.
They burned a nuke and they let the bunker build up and a turret, and then they lost it.
Yeah, that's not looking good for top left.
Basically, the nuke did nothing.
At the moment, I think bottom right is in really good shape. The top right killing that bunker kind of helps him a little bit, but
but in some ways it puts him in the lead, so it's aggravating possibly.
Possibly
6v2 possibly.
But being sandwiched in the middle here, with top left being in a bit of pain, is bad, and they did waste a nuke. So I don't know. Well, I think it's a surprisingly balanced game at this point between 3 teams.
They didn't waste a nuke. I mean, the thing is that at the time that nuke was needed because.
No, I'm talking about bottom left. Bottom right wasted a nuke trying to snipe bottom left's bunker. I still like the attempt. I think that was more for the memes than anything else. But Pookie's experienced that before on both sides, so I think he was actually using that bunker intentionally at the end there to try to bait out the nuke.
Mm.
That was a really nice play.
Which is what he did. He baited out the nuke and
Then canceled it. It's risky when you got EU lag though. Nice mineral pickup here. Is red gonna die here, or are they gonna nuke? What's gonna happen top left? I like the decision to just get one extra bunker slot. A lot of people will spam too many bunker slots here, and then basically ensures their fate. You know, even if something crazy happens and that team swaps off, all your money's invested in bunker slots. So it's kind of better to save that money and just hope that you'll get a chance to use it to expand elsewhere. That was a pretty well placed nuke by Teal. It basically got all of both armies, even though they were split.
sorry about that, guys. I just had to answer my door because I had somebody turn up that I was unexpected.
Ooh,
But, oh, that was
it was a good nuke.
it was a good nuke.
Is purple gonna come and try to use the nuke to finish that bunker, or
I have no idea.
it might be a smart decision?
It's too late now because there's too much health on the bunker. It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late now. But they could still nuke kill here, but they need to pick a time when pink and green are next to each other. I did like the decision by them to try to kill that middle bunker. If you try to kill the top bunker, there's always a chance that somebody else will come in and steal it.
For sure.
But and if you kill pink's bunker, it triggers. You know, it tells everybody. It alerts everybody else.
We got red saying, no, that didn't last long.
Yeah.
Got green saying, can you kill top left fast?
So man, I don't even know what's gonna happen here. Who is top right gonna hit after this? Right now,
no idea.
Top right is qualifying based on performance, and there's not surprising their score
And
is
bottom right as well.
their score is massive, and I don't think anyone's gonna pass up top right in performance unless we have a prolonged 4v2. Bottom right is doing pretty well, but not.
I'm surprised at how bottom left what they're in their score because they're actually two really good players.
Yep, I think they got some unlucky. You know, there's a good nuke, I believe. If I were bottom right, I might offer to have top right. Oh no, it's risky. If you try to 4v2 bottom left, there's a chance they'll jump ahead and score. But
it's the same thing. I mean, it's no matter which team you truce. If you have the attack for that team, it's just gonna end that team that's gonna get.
Yeah, if you're bottom right, you might actually want to get 4v2'd yourself, just so you can get the feed and maybe reclaim that performance score spot.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing I'm looking at. It's like no matter who gets 4v2,
they're gonna probably make it.
Is likely to end. That team is likely to end up snowballing to the point where
even if they die,
cannot be beaten.
Yep.
Even if they die, just based on performance. Yeah.
Agreed. And that is kind of how it's designed. So this is a tough decision.
Definitely looks like they're going for the 4v2 on bottom left.
Yeah, this could be good news for bottom left. They're a long ways from having that peak performance score, but if they can stay alive here for a little while with turrets, you know, things that otherwise are bad for your chances of winning are sometimes good for your performance score. They've got a ways to go before they've caught up, so they need to hang on here for a while. But I think they can do it. This will be an exciting.
I mean, I feel for Pookie because he is struggling so much.
Oh yeah. Look at his upgrades; they're just terrible. And it looks like he's saving to try to expand, but I just don't even know if that's going to be possible. I think he does have stim. He does have. You know, his range is competitive. He does have war pigs.
I mean, he has 3, 4, 7, 5, 4, but his upgrades compared to everybody else's are so low. He needs to spend on upgrades, even though he's on one bunker.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not doing too bad, but he's having to fight with his teammates.
Yeah, he has to be very careful to not lose his supply.
Exactly.
If he loses this army, he can just die.
Yeah,
pretty quickly.
Sure. He has to be very careful with his engagements.
Yeah. Top right still with 2 nukes, looking very good here. The performance score I don't think has changed much, if any.
Toxic's in the chat saying he regrets joining the tourney because of it being a pro lobby.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong lobby.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you got 3 very strong teams, and
At least
even
the
I must
pain
admit,
was over quickly.
yeah, because I not trying to be horrible or nasty to Ret or Toxic, but I had a feeling this is how it was gonna go.
Yeah.
Where it's gonna be top right, and bottom left as the teams. Oh wow! Actually, look at this. We got
Can't blame him.
Pink building tanks.
But
I can't blame him
the
neither.
trouble is, if he tries to put that tank in the battle, it can die pretty quickly. If he keeps it at home, they can just avoid it and fight elsewhere like they've been doing already anyway. So, I don't know.
Oh no. Is it gonna get spotted?
Doesn't look like it.
No. Nice play by Green to kind of lead Brown away from the tank. But
now they're gonna find it.
Most likely, if Pink, I think it's been spotted at this point.
Yeah.
But it's gonna finish. He needs to get it unsieged quickly.
Straight away and pull it back behind.
Yep. Or you don't even need to pull it back. You can fight with it, but it needs to be unsieged because otherwise they can hop on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to move it. He's got to move it. It's gonna die.
Oh, the SCV.
Oh no.
That's it for bottom left.
Yeah, bottom left's chances here went up in flames, I think, with that tank. He had time. He had
time. Yeah, he had plenty.
But he was a little bit too worried about bottom right.
I mean, even saying that, Pink's not actually doing too bad, if that makes any sense. I mean, Green could give Pink some money because he's actually sitting on like almost 2k. It's just trying to figure out what it is he wants to spend with that, just so that Pink can expand, you know. And this is something you keep telling me not to do as well. It's like when you're not being pressured, don't have units in your bunker.
Yeah, there's still at most 1 unit in that bunker. I think it's probably just an oversight.
Ooh.
The Pink has purchased nothing in a long time.
No, I mean he's now got money to drop a bunker, but is it not too little too late unless he's saving for yet another tank?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right now, you would expect to see with Pink's score the way it is that he'd just be feeding as much as he can to Green, but that's really not what's happening at all.
Yeah, I agree. It might be smart for him to just pull everything to Green, let Green get another Marine, and then maybe become a tank player later.
How does death influence performance score? Does it
It hurts you a lot, yeah. Your score no longer counts. So
oh, I see.
It definitely incentivizes you to keep your teammate alive. But performance score isn't really what bottom left is probably worried about at the moment. Just staying alive is gonna be supply is a tough decision. I don't. It's just
again, Green's not actually doing too bad.
Oh, he's doing fine, but
his upgrades are actually pretty good.
Sometimes it's out of your control whether or not your army dies. With supply, if your army dies, you just lose the depot.
I mean, because sorry about that, but basically, Green's upgrades are like way above everybody else's.
Yeah, light green is up there with him, but he's not really fighting light green.
Not by much. Not by much.
And pink is close as well, but range is really where it's at here.
Yeah.
But with Pink's range now, only 4 behind, it's a slight advantage, but that's a lot of investment for Green. He did force everybody else to dump money into range also, but he's not going to get much more value out of that. He's not fighting anybody that has slow range anymore.
In a way, I would say that that's a little bit of a play into into how he wants them to play. So
Maybe.
it's in some ways you can look at it like chess. It's like you play a certain way so that people play to the way that your style and the way that
Yeah,
you want
and it
to,
was
so that
expensive for the rest
you
of the
get the
map.
advantage.
I guess it is kind of equalizing because pink doesn't have to get the range, but now pink is completely worthless. Right? Pink's army is completely worthless because everybody else has range. You force everybody else to get range.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, right now, what I would probably do if I was green is that money that he's got. I mean, his upgrades are decent.
Mhm.
I would chuck at least 1,500 to my teammate just so that he can get a bunker and at least get some upgrades.
You pink? I don't think pink wants a bunker. I think green needs a bunker.
I think green needs to build on pink's marine
Yes,
side. That way
to
he can keep pink alive
defend.
and also
Yeah.
use it as a
Yeah,
defense
there is that
mechanism.
as well.
Yep.
Oh,
Green.
He's got the
do have
upgrades.
pink building
Pink
another
just
tank.
needs to stay alive. All the money needs to be going to green.
Yeah, I agree. For now, except for tank money. I think it's fine for pink to build tanks. Green should definitely take this marine slot though. It's a buffer for bottom left.
You mean just here?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because right now there's nothing pink can do whatsoever.
And we're seeing a shield be built in mid.
We are. Uh-oh.
Well, that wouldn't be the end of the world. Actually, we can pull those guys in there and they can co-cast with us since they have full map vision. Let's see where they're at. I don't see them. Deal is still on the table. I'm not sure what sort of deal we're trying to make. Feed my teammate and kill bottom right.
Yeah, Toxic, we are seeing it. We're just having a bit of a discussion ourselves between whatsoever. So yeah, it's like, who wants to make a deal? I mean, it is smart what Pink's done. It's like, even though he lost the first tank, he's now got the money for a second tank, but he's hiding it, which in a way is a good thing.
Where are we at right now? If top right were to hang on, bottom right would move on, but it's close enough that I know 1.46 is a pretty big number. It would take a 4v2 probably to surpass that. It can be done, but and especially with the tank, there's a chance. But green pushing hard into this.
Could pull it off.
Oh yeah, they can definitely win. I think their play right now is to try to win.
I'm pretty surprised to see that green built a third marine on his side versus on
bottom. I'm very surprised about that.
I'm wondering
if they leave
to
lock in their performance score. Yeah, how does that work? I believe.
Whoa.
We're gonna go with no. I don't blame him for presenting the idea though. I think we do need a clarification on this. If you leave in general, somebody else takes your spot, but if they both leave, that's a different story. What they could do is they could just abandon their base and let somebody else kill all their bunkers. But there's a risk that the performance score would pull far ahead. I don't think we want to encourage that sort of a meta, but
I don't even know why they would want to leave.
No, they're hoping to lock in their performance score.
Light green is.
They're hoping that. Hey, Reik, you can. It looks like you're disconnecting here. You want to just drop off?
I reloaded the game.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to wait. I see.
Just drop me out the game. I'll jump out.
Well, okay.
Yes, to the straight. There is a delay on the stream.
Actually, let me double check that. There's a chance that I don't have it set. I believe it is. Yes, there's a 100-second delay.
I mean, bottom right are actually quite big,
Yes, top right is bigger.
but they don't have the upgrades.
Light green is really dominant right now.
Light green is quite strong.
For sure.
Green is fine. You really need,
Expanding.
as long as you have one army that's good on ups, that player can just get all of the expansions and do all of the trading, and you can stay competitive for quite a while.
But it's the thing, light green can't right now trade with green.
I believe each team. Wait, no.
And I
Top
don't
right has
think
2 nukes. Top right with 2 nukes. Top right is looking very strong here.
Does
And bottom left is pulling further and further behind in performance score. Or in score. So,
to be fair, if anything, I would probably say that bottom left and bottom right need to hit top right.
yes, if they're playing for the win, top right needs. They're running out of time.
Top right needs to die.
But if bottom right, it looks like bottom right's playing just to move on. And if that's what they're trying to do, what pink is doing right now is perfect. This is exactly what you want. If you're playing just to move on, bottom, yeah, it looks like this is what's going to happen. Bottom right has identified that their performance score is very good, and they're just going to end this game and move on. So
doesn't matter.
Could have used the tanks.
Yeah. This is where green probably should have taken
the safety bunker.
The safer bunker, yeah. Should have took that buy. Oh man, the salt. All right. Well, this is over. I don't think we even need to watch this, but we're going to.
Gotta watch this epic conclusion. I think bottom right still has this game in the bag.
Yes, 2 nukes versus 1. What is it? 6 tanks for light green, 9 mid bunkers, 7 workers.
Bottom right has a chance. I got this.
I'll tell you one thing I really like seeing is MonJP coming out with a victory, because we just never really get to see that on these streams. So it's really nice to see him. It's really nice to see him win one here.
Yep.
Like Couch, you never win.
Is light green gonna use that nuke?
I actually want to ask Lich how he plays without the zoom, because he always plays with the zoom. I want to know how different this is for him.
Yeah, I don't think zoom is on in this game. He can play without it, but he prefers to.
Is there a way for a caster to zoom back out, Roz, or once you zoom in once, are you pretty much
at the moment? It's
fucked.
It's a little glitchy, so I need to work on that. I wanted to make sure that the zoom feature worked properly before I permit more zoom levels. So that's the reason that it is the way that it is now. But we can do something about that. Okay, I'm gonna hop back over, grab all the teams, and create the final lobby here.
Interview.
I mean, I'm more interested in interviewing the bottom right team.
We're not going to. We only interview the tournament winner.
Decision,
we only interview the tournament winner.
I think me and another Reich were carrying it, and
yeah, you did a great job, dude.
Yeah, I think we would have won. So are we gonna call out the teams?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So top left we got Savior and Risk. Top right we got Trigger and Stardust. Bottom right we got Cassier, Cash and Relentless, and then bottom left we got Manja, P, and Lich. So which teams do you guys think, or which diagonals do you think are gonna win this, or which are the strongest?
That's tough. There's 4 really good teams here. I think by the book, I usually like to guess which team's gonna die or fall behind first instead. By the book, bottom left probably is the least experienced because I think they're both gonna be pro league players soon, but they're like right on that threshold, and everybody else is at or near the top of pro league. So this is a very high level match here. I think this match will actually make a strong case towards maybe bottom left's whether they belong in pro league if they can put together a good performance here.
Same thing with top lefts. They're both is the Risk?
Well, top left they're both in already, I believe. But yeah, they just got in, so I guess it's a similar argument can be made there. But I believe they both just made it, or they're about to make it.
Yeah.
And I have a quick question for the devs right here. Did you guys change the button to change the zoom because JK and L are not working?
Yeah, the buttons are removed. Zoom has been tweaked a little bit, and it's going to continue to be tweaked just a little bit.
So what you're saying is I can't zoom in.
Oh, you can zoom in. You can use a scroll wheel or page up, page down.
Yep.
But you won't be able to zoom back out.
Hey, just while we're on the same page, did that file generate for you, Ross?
Nope.
So it generated for me.
I bet it had something to do with folders.
That's weird because it was working.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. So this is kind of off topic, but I had a question about the vote about Zoom. I just want to know if that passes, would Zoom still be a thing, but as like an option?
No, if this passes, it'll be this is all about the default setting.
Okay.
And
Zoom sort of,
it's unclear whether this would necessarily apply to league games or not, because league settings are kind of managed by a different process. For the most part, the league
Zoom's where I want it.
for the most part, the league likes to keep the settings the same as public, but this may be, this is a controversial item, so it's hard to say. But for the public setting, the vote is basically for the default.
Oh, getting some lag out of pink right now. Purple doing a deep cut. Looks like he might pay for it right here.
Or you might get some value.
Nope, he saved it.
Never punished.
Blue gets rewarded for kind of staying home there, but purple really feeling some pain. Could be a big nuke, but there's no nuke present.
No, pull the nuke off. Armies are too close.
Nice job there by bottom left to kind of work together and fight this back.
Yeah,
And top right coming up and going for some SCV snipes and some cleanup on the back. Now red coming over to join the party.
Here's another mineral crystal. 2 have popped right there on the side for blue, but blue paid the price on this one. Pink's really getting a lot of value out of that.
And it looks like Starduck is destroying Kaziar right now.
Yeah, a little bit of Aussie on Aussie violence right there. Pink calls out top left cash and relentless. That's purple claiming their savior, and wait, purple knows because he's watching the stream.
Is he?
Yes. This is why we need to be more careful about not discussing names and rather discussing colors on the stream. Make it so they have to actually watch the leaderboard to see who's who.
Do we need to say something about that? Like no watching the stream?
I mean, we can't prove that's what he's doing, but it's probably what he's doing.
And it also doesn't make that much of a difference because of the lag. So the only thing he would get out of it is knowing where each team
right, but
is.
that completely defeats the purpose of anonymous mode. So I like when I'm streaming to try to talk about colors rather than identities. and the stream will know who's who because the leaderboard flashes every once in a while, and they can do the translation themselves.
And right now it looks like we have top right getting 2 bunkers at the same time. That was a very risky move on their part, but they managed to fight everyone back and get them both completed.
Yeah, with
a tank going up from blue already.
I love
with
it.
No extra bunkers for him or his teammate.
I love it, but where's it going to go? Where's he going to use the tank? They're going to need to... this is a very risky play because all the nukes that they have and all the nukes that the lane they push it on have are going to get used.
Just now out of green
and
getting
bunker.
Quite a bit of kills off of that. Mostly Reapers, I believe.
Yeah, 300 minerals, but it was probably like a half Reaper, half Marine Army, so...
And Blue getting that tank finished just in time.
And here comes
right after a big push.
So I think
got killed. And I think we're still going to see a nuke coming out right here to try to finish off that tank. Either that or a finish.
If Pink plays the way that Pink likes to play, Pink's going to try not to use
there we go.
That is really good for...
And a nuke from Red at the same time as well. Missed that one.
Red's nuke was good. Well, it was a decent sized nuke, but it was good because it protected his expansion. Top left's nuke was massive, but now they can't push the tank on top right because top right has 2 nukes and they only have 1. In fact, they can't push it either way. There's 2 nukes in both their lanes.
Big fight. Everyone coming down to bottom right here.
Yeah,
looks like that is going to be hurting them quite a bit.
It seems like top left and bot right are really struggling here. They're just trying to stay. They're just trying to stay alive at this point.
Oh yeah, the tank. The tank's a pretty strong asset.
I'm not using it.
The only way you can use it, if you're going to push it, is in unsiege mode. If you push that tank in siege mode, it's just gonna. Oh, we're going with an all tank play here. You know what? I love this. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't even know if it's a good play, but I love it. This is what we're here for.
Another big nuke right there out of blue. 65 kills.
But top left can die at any moment. So they have 0 nukes. And yet top right is still ahead in score. I don't know what they're planning to do with these 2 tanks.
Top left and bot right both have no nukes versus the other diagonal has all the nukes. So
yes, it's pretty clear which diagonal is winning here. It's also pretty clear which team is winning. To us, but maybe to bottom left it isn't. So at some point, it looks to me like top right is in the driver's seat. They are, with 2 nukes and the top score, they are in a really good spot here. Bottom left needs to be careful.
Yeah. Technically, bot right is in a lead over bot left.
But bot left has the diagonal that's gonna live. So.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes a nuke. There's gonna be a canceled tank here.
A big nuke right
and
there.
this tank's probably gonna die as well.
No, it isn't.
Won't die if they throw some
there's
armor.
Gonna be
right now.
turrets
There goes
thrown.
6 armor coming out.
Armor, turrets, armor.
I think we're gonna see enough turrets thrown here to kill that tank.
He's backing the tank out.
But it's dead.
Oh, he stopped the tank for a second and it got it killed.
Ouch.
That is going to be the end of top left right now. Unless the bottom side comes up.
Yep.
So what do you guys think? Do you think top right can hang on for the victory after top left dies? I imagine Pink's gonna try to kill both of them at exactly the same time, but I'm not sure if they're strong enough to hold on here for the win.
There we go. Yeah, they switch.
Yeah, this is a classic. This is a very good play. I don't see a lot of players doing this, but Pink is a player that I see doing this virtually every time when it makes sense to do it.
Yes. It's like that experienced team coming into play, like.
So it's looking like they might not be able to pull it off in the end.
With the with 2 turrets going down, which is a much smarter play than throwing than nuking, I think they'll be okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. They can just kill Pink now, and then kill Blue.
That looks like that's what they're about to do.
And Blue's bunker is already very weak, so this it accelerated. You know, the gap between these two bunkers dying is going to be all of maybe 15 seconds. Ooh.
And bottom left with a big nuke.
But that nuke's probably going to kill themselves. They're gonna die because of this. With red being weakened here, them no longer having a nuke, I think top right wins. I don't think there's anything that can be done.
Holy trigger again.
Never mind. Yep. There is something that can be done.
DDoS trigger.
Scores are not that far apart just yet.
But look at this. If these two bunks finish, there's still 2 nukes. There's 3 nukes left in the game. Wait. Oh, did Pink use a nuke? Pink used a nuke to kill a tank. That's right. This isn't as
Here we go. Here we go for the snipe.
Yeah, I'm surprised Pink is this far overextended.
They're so overextended.
He's got to get back. That bunker's gonna die.
Definitely gonna be the end of that bunker. Maybe 2 if they don't come back quickly enough.
Well, I think there's gonna be. I think we're gonna see a nuke. I think we're gonna see a nuke.
Yep.
And it's a very good nuke.
There, and that is a very big nuke.
So there's 1 nuke left in the game. The top right probably needs to expand here more. Maybe get a tank. I'm not sure, but there's plenty of money. Top right also needs to build some shield towers, which we see going down right now.
I think we're going to be seeing some marauders coming out of bottom left here soon.
Most likely, because and probably bottom right as well, with the truce forming. Bottom right is
might
scary.
Try, but they did just lose their marine bunkers, so they're a little bit set behind off of that.
Yeah, but now red is a full Reaper army, which is dangerous.
Fun fact: both in this game and in last game, top left died first, below 13 minutes, and top right win. Top right pulls ahead.
Yeah, we'll see.
At the same time.
Yep. Maybe
looks like we're gonna have a fight coming here up at the top right.
This isn't gonna get anything done.
That is a very bad fight for brown and purple. End up just feeding.
They are attacking at the right spot. I love how it's just worked out naturally where teal is fighting the Reaper army and pink is fighting the more marine heavy army. Here comes a nuke. This is a smart play. We have pings. Right, we have pings from pink.
Immediately shifting, but I do not think they're going to.
Oh, 2 turrets, 2 workers. Even if this bunk dies, and it looks like it's not going to die. Yeah, this is probably really good, even if the bunk dies. If the bunk lives, I think it's GG. I don't think that this can be broken.
Yeah, no, it's too much feed now. It's just Snowball City.
Good team play by top right.
Trigger and Starduct.
I think the only hope here is for bottom left to take mid, maybe, and bottom right to allow it, but I just don't know. Maybe tank push from bottom right has potential. Top right's probably going to be saving for a tank very soon here. Yeah, can Trigger's internet hold on here for the win? I think it all comes down to the ISP.
Honestly, even if Trigger gets booted, I think he still might have it in the bag.
Yeah, that's true, because teal is the bigger... The problem is that in that situation, only his teammate gets the win. With the current rules. I'd like to see Trigger not disconnect, personally.
Snipe coming out of purple right now. Let's see if he's going to... Nope, pulls back immediately.
Yeah, this is just snowballing. Look at the score. Top right has the combined score of the whole map. This is over. There's no coming back from this without a serious mistake.
They still got it. Just make 16 tanks.
Where are you going to get the money? Intentional feeding is allowed, but...
Bot left has the money for a tank.
At this point, intentional feeding might be the only way they're going to get enough money to do anything.
I don't think that'll even do it. Top right's so strong that if you back off even for a little bit, they'll just kill somebody.
There we go.
Yep, purple just fed brown for a tank and left the game afterwards.
Interesting. Right. I'm not sure. I think he's just given up. Maybe... What was his score before he died?
I'm not sure. I believe his score was lower than Mon JP, and I know he sent the money. He sent all of his money to Mon JP first, so that he could start the tank.
Yeah, it's nice of him to do that, but it's not going to help. Bottom left has a case of Reaperitis. 3 Reapers versus Marauders. It's just
since
hopeless.
He didn't push up at all right there. He let Teal get a bunker, and this is pretty much over at this point. There's not much anything.
There's one bunker here producing units that can actually kill this army. It's got 19 armor versus only 10 attack. These Reapers don't do any damage at all. Okay, they do a little bit, but they're killing maybe 1 Marauder every couple...
20 armor.
Every minute or so.
With Brown just sitting here doing nothing, bottom right is already dead. It's over now.
It's
for
been
sure.
over.
And no call outs that they're dying right now either.
If you can 1v2 a team, it's over pretty much. Because Trigger can just stay back and just wait for Mon.
So in my mind, the game-winning play here was delaying and killing off top left at the same time. It happened so fast that bottom left didn't react quick enough, and they're pulled away. But let's bring him in here. Let's get the interview.
Trigger pulled 1,000 minerals to start out.
$1,000 minerals, okay. Hey guys.
Howdy.
Hi.
Good game.
Thanks.
So, what was the trick there? What were the few big plays you guys made that you think led to the victory?
Oh, top left decided to go tank. So they burned both of them, so it was really easy to kill them. It was like remarkably similar to other games that just snowballed out of control.
Yeah. We noticed, casters noticed that finishing off top left really quickly there didn't give bottom left a lot of time to react. And they actually killed a bunker of bottom right as you guys were killing top left. So that worked out pretty well.
And Red was stuck in Reapers, so it just spammed up to 20 armor.
Yeah, couldn't do anything else.
So is that it for the tournament?
Yep, that's the champ. That was the final game.
Oh,
We wrapped this up in record time. two games finished in about 15 minutes each.
Hey, I'm gonna push a change to that. I think I know what it was.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll some
Yeah.
just regular games then.
Sounds good. Well, we can just go ahead and keep on casting here. We'll cast a few real games just for fun.
Okay,
No,
great.
so
I'm
the
using
same
your stream
team.
ID, so you can keep streaming. So
Okay, cool.
I'll
And
just
you'll hop in the
change
lobby
over.
with me. Yeah.
yeah.
The same team won both games. Top right. Looks like it's a lucky position.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to event channel now.
Yeah, you guys can hop over. So,
Yeah,
Quiet, you know that, right?
Yeah, because I'm whispering pretty much.
who wants to check in for some Before Dark games here?
I'll do it.
Before dark.
I'm in.
hey, go ahead and end this session, Roz, and then just refresh it. So Q in and Q prepare.
Can we do team after dark?
Team
let's
After
do
Dark. Why
Me and
not?
Risk have a
I'm
strategy.
checked in. I'll be right back.
The trouble. Okay, so one player from each team check in, I guess. I don't know. It kind of excludes players who don't have a teammate. So if you want to check in, you have to find a teammate, and then one player from each team check in, I guess.
I don't know. I think I see the perfect size lobby for some photon cycles.
Photon cycles. It's been a while.
Nope, nobody plays that.
Who wants the team?
I'd rather work my APM right now.
You don't use APM on photon cycles? No wonder.
We need one more check in.
Do it. You can do it. Or just join the damn lobby.
There's no APM in photon cycles anyway. It's HPM.
Actually,
per minute.
I've got a better way to do this if we want to allow teams.
I'm gonna join next one.
If we want to allow teams, here's what we'll do. The first, in the prioritized order, you get to pick a teammate from the 7 that get rolled. So,
Alright.
so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We need one more to check in. There's some,
and then everyone picks a partner. Can you say no to the person who picks you?
you can't say no. You can't say no.
Mod, quick!
No, but no.
Deafened!
It'll go in the order.
Are first to pick here.
Yeah. So Tempest gets to pick first.
Risk
Oh,
or
I
check
see.
in.
Is this only pro league players? Because I'll
No, anybody can
No,
check
you
in.
can play. It's open.
Okay.
And yeah, so there's a better chance. Yeah, I think you have to pick from the players that are prioritized. You have to pick from one of those players.
Yes.
That way, it guarantees that all the players that got selected get to play. So,
Yep.
Is it prioritizing based on check-in order to a degree here?
Yes, it is. Right
Excellent.
Because we just reset it to the first match.
Excellent. Okay. So yeah, I guess it's gonna stay as it is.
Alright, I'm back.
Pick a teammate.
What?
Pick a teammate.
Yeah, Tempest.
Pop-Tart.
Pick your teammate. Pick anybody.
Wait,
You have to pick from the people that are checked in, though.
Oh, okay.
okay. Who all checked in?
We need
Tempest,
another
Pop-Tart, Reich,
We need
Toxic,
we need 4 more people to check in.
and then we can do 2 games.
I think
Alright,
if
so
we just do it, all the people checked in.
Oh, Tempest, you messed up. You checked out and back in.
Oh.
Look at that.
So did Savior.
Savior did because he wants to play with me.
Yeah. Because me and Risk,
well,
we
you
got
could've picked him.
strategies.
Oh,
Okay.
because we.
Okay, you'll be in the next
Wait,
game.
what?
Okay. But should we?
What just happened, guys? I'm still on to come down.
Does Tempest get to still play? He was checked in first and he got
Hey,
confused.
right, and Panda,
yeah,
both
we
of
can
you
make
check
that
out
call.
super quick.
Okay.
Just if both of you check out super quick, it'll be awesome and then check back in.
It
Toxic
don't
and Ryan,
matter.
check out and check
But
in.
just so you guys know, if you do check out and check in, you can lose your ordering.
Yeah, we
That's
didn't.
That's why I'm saying it, so I get to pick
Pop-Tart
first.
just said he can't stay.
I
Who?
mean, we probably have enough people to do.
Pop-Tart's
Yeah.
leaving.
Pop-Tart's leaving.
picking cash.
Don't die.
Cash, just end the session and start a new one quickly.
Wait, Drac, are you actually playing?
Actually, we should do that at this point because we haven't communicated who's going to get to play
Wait,
and
so what's
how it
going
works.
on? I'm so confused.
Hey, can you
So, right,
turn on the overlay?
The overlay. Yes, I think it is on.
The waiting.
Oh, I don't have that. Wait. Oh, I do.
Hey, my overlay is not working, by the way. Is that
Ah, very nice.
That's because everything is broken.
It is working.
It might be broken. I want to just make sure it's not.
it was broken for me last night?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, man, we can hear you, Joe.
Okay, how are we doing this?
Right, pick your partner.
Who?
And you can.
Pick Toxic Panda.
Oh boy.
And then I'll pick Relentless. Bird Turd can have Banana, and then Joe can have Bean White.
Is that actually what? Bird Turd, who do you want?
What? I'm picking someone.
Reich, who do you want?
No, it's Reich. It's
Reich, who do you want?
I was gonna say.
Another right. Pick a teammate.
I'm picking last.
I'm not playing. You have to pick from the players that are on the list here. 7, we need one more to check in.
Someone turn
stop
off their
stream
stream
hacking.
hacks, please.
Seriously, Roz.
We're not in the game yet. You can't stream hack yet.
No, those aren't map hacks. That's different.
I'm picking
Hey, Reich, are you gonna pick?
cash.
We're live.
Hey, we're live. Hey guys, this is just a free-for-all game before the Pro League tournament matches start. You got myself, Silver, Roz, and Draconis as your casters. Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. How about you, Silver?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I'll pass it over to one of you guys to, if you want to call them out, then that's fine. If not, we'll just leave it as is.
Yeah, I think we're rolling anonymous mode right now. So if you are joining us in the stream chat right now, there's 12 of us in here, not counting probably the 6 of them that are stream hacking at the moment. But as you're observing this, if you have any guesses on who the players are, I'd like to hear from you in the stream chat. And just periodically, we'll roll through and we'll reveal a couple of these guys as we go along.
Yeah, I think some people are going to have really good guesses because the identities were already revealed for a couple seconds. So.
Yeah, you know, in the alerter too, as they build bunkers, they'll be like, "Ah, that's who that guy is," because it does tell them the name.
Oh yeah.
So let's see if maybe we can get it in some guesses by the first bunker. I don't know. That's hard. That's hard without it being like just a straight guess, I guess.
Right now I couldn't even tell you who's who, to be fair. I mean, when I'm playing, it's a little bit different because you can sometimes get a feel for who you're laning, if that makes any sense.
So on the left side here, Pink with a really hard push down into light pink and brown's area, and got rewarded with a mineral crystal. Popped almost on top of light pink's bunker, and light pink doesn't even get it.
Hey,
That's going to be one of my tells. If it's ever anonymous mode and a mineral patch pops up like that, I usually say something like "dirty." You know, it's just RNG messing with.
Yeah, but when you snag it from him, oh, it feels so good. Just like Brown. Brown snagged one there.
Light blue way missed out on that mineral crystal. He moved his SUV.
Yeah, he could have had it, but
went to go back and Brown snagged it.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Brown.
I don't know if this is good from Pink. I'm probably gonna get.
I want to see someone go high speed this game. I've been doing this meta a lot, going 7 speed before first bunker.
You've already got blue on 6
like that.
Yeah, I've seen you do that a lot actually, Jack.
Hey, it's working for him.
Working out for you.
It works pretty darn good, man. There's so many advantages. I don't know if it's just a forgotten meta or if maybe it's a little different than CE, or it just really helps complement my flaws in laning. It's probably a combination of all of those, but it's rocking.
Yeah,
for me. I mean, I don't know if how people feel about a particular player. I know Archigun doesn't like Monroe very much. Sorry to call it out, Archigun, but before CE came out, there was a thing that he put up on Zone Control Reddit about 12127. Apparently, it's supposed to be quite economical, but I don't know. I've never really played that style.
Yeah, that sounds about it. I find a lot of times when I go 7, because really it matters on that initial engagement, and you're kind of trying to play against the snowballing. Like if they're able to remass and all that, it's trouble for you. But if you're abusing your resupply and your speed to just chop off their units specifically, you don't really need that much more attack. So that's your trade-off. I also trade off on range a lot more because I'm just like pushing into them big time.
Yeah, that's
granted. I'm not going to push into a ball though. If they're pretty much maxed, you'll see me try to either abuse one of their edges or go somewhere else.
Yeah,
or just run away like a bitch.
I think you see that a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
With Oblivion style Reapers, you know, getting the attack maybe, but definitely a lot of speed and just trying to abuse the greater supply. You can do the same thing with Marines early in the game. Okay, Pink's.
Icicle in the chat saying Teal is toxic panda.
Game paused.
And we now know Teal is indeed toxic.
I will jump in and see what's going on.
Sounds good. So Pink's off to an early start here. Actually, this is a nice time to pause. We've got some things we can analyze. So with Pink's bunker finishing up like within moments here, there's going to be a lot of pressure on bottom left to defend. Yeah, to defend against a cancel. I think this could be a really defining moment here for bottom left. Bottom left does have 2 nukes still. In fact, everybody still has their nukes, which is nice to see. 5 minutes into the game, no nukes used yet, but probably one's going to be coming out here for bottom left. The good news for Pink is even if he gets nuked, he's got double production, so it's not going to be very costly.
Here we go.
All good?
Yep, all good.
So let's see if bottom left elects to use a nuke here, or if they can maybe somehow manage to get the job done. If Teal cuts Pink, then they may not need to use a nuke.
We got Red saying Pink's feeding.
Pink's getting fed,
nice.
yeah.
Oh, that's a nice mineral crystal for Brown. That's 2 that he's picked up so far that I know of.
Do you like this play for Brown to pull his worker off so that he doesn't feed anymore? What is Teal doing? Teal is playing extremely defensive.
Yeah,
but now he finally, works out pretty well actually. He was able to line up his units and get a really good engagement there, and he's going to get to harvest these workers. So who is going to get nuked here, or is it going to be too late by the time the nuke comes? Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I'm always hoping that the players are communicating with each other and they don't drop a double nuke there.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough situation.
Oh my god, I've had that happen before. Luckily enough, both me and my teammate.
Oh, this would be a nice nuke.
At the same time, and I'm been the one to get the kill.
Oh, don't kill your own bunker! Oh no!
You didn't cancel the bunker!
Oh no!
Oh wow! Wow!
He stole Teal's kill.
Oh my god! Wow!
So is that considered
You don't get points. Is it considered what? 7 versus 1?
I guess I want to be a 7 versus 1 because not everyone was there, but
that was a 3 versus 1.
Yeah.
Well, Brown is going to be pretty pissed, I think, now.
It's
like, what are you
it's
gonna,
never a good day when your teammate nukes your bunker.
No, definitely not.
I mean,
oh, it was his teammate.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Pink's Pink's. He had the right idea. He was just a little late there. That's where acceleration on the worker really burns you, because you may be nearby, may not have to go that far, but by the time it gets there, the bunker's already lower than it takes a long time to get up to speed.
For sure.
I feel like there've been a lot of mineral crystals on the bottom side here.
I think light pink is in a whole world of hurt, to be fair.
Yep. Yeah.
In the chat we've got ELC.
Yeah, it's Nuga.
Nuga saying, "I love it when people play 7 speed against me. Laugh out loud. It's so much money for them."
Yeah, he might be saying because I think I actually did lane him the other day doing that strategy. So, who did I also lane? There was someone. It was a pro player I laned the other day using it. Relentless, and Relentless knew exactly what I was doing, and he was able to effectively counter it.
Yeah,
he was very smart about not splitting. He just kept in a huge ball, and it's hard to abuse a player that really knows what you're trying to get for there.
Well, we do have a drop as well from the game.
Oh no!
It was Toxic Panda Teal. So
bottom right is now formidable.
4 bunkers and all alone.
How many are producing units? It looks like 3 right now.
I feel like we need a GoFundMe for Toxic Panda's internet.
Yeah, or maybe we can just buy 2 plane tickets for him and Trigger to, move to a first world internet location.
Didn't I hear him saying something about that he's on a Wi-Fi connection?
Yes, he is. I think what's happening is somebody's putting a Pop-Tart in the microwave. It's just knocking out his internet.
Yeah, it's quite crazy because that happened whilst he was my teammate in a game yesterday. I was not amused. So with this now being a different dynamic, it just basically means that either bottom left or top right, depending on which way light green goes, is gonna have free reign to do whatever they want.
Yeah, both will.
Even though light green's still got his nuke, that's just not the point.
Top left, bottom, yeah, bottom right. Bottom right, it's going to take a little while, but I do expect he's going to shoot up and score, become a major threat here.
I mean, all Marines.
Yeah, this
combat shields. All he needs is stem right now, and he's golden.
Yeah, maybe a shield tower, just in case the 4v2 comes. Or sorry, 4v1 comes.
I mean, the only thing I would suggest for light green is probably to get a little bit more regen before he invests in stim. But he just hasn't got the money for it.
You can go either with that.
And you're right. So a lot of people say 7 or 8 regen. I'll tell you, this new strategy, I can get stem on 2 and make it work, and use stem to fund up the stem. I mean, fund up the regen, but you have to be like super careful about breaking bad habits. Yeah, when you stem and not over stem.
You have to understem. You have to systematically understem.
Yep. But but really, I've done it now. I feel okay with getting stem at 2 regen, and within like a minute, I'll be funded back up to 8.
Yep, I actually really like that strategy. Stim by itself is valuable, even without the regen. So you don't have to get it. You don't have to get the regen first. There's probably people who would disagree on that, but it can definitely work. It's not.
Just when you want to enter an engagement, so you stem early, you'll get a little bit of regen, you pop in, you do your thing, and you exit all in one stem. Or if you do mistime it, then you stem out of it and don't re-engage.
The difference with 8 is it allows you to be stemmed all the time, which is valuable from a speed perspective, and it's valuable if you have if you're sitting at max supply, you really want to be stemmed and fighting all the time. If you're only on 2 bunks and you have stem, you may not be at full supply all the time, so you can actually afford to sit back and wait for the regen anyways. But with 4 bunks here, yeah, he's going to want to... I don't know if he has stem yet. He's going to want...
No, I don't think he does.
He hasn't.
He's going to want stem, and he's going to want that regen now. I don't think there's any reason to wait. The other thing is with 4 bunks like this, you may not want to merc them all immediately because it's so expensive.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not a fan. I don't know why he's got it so loaded still.
Yeah.
No, normally, especially that back bunker.
Hiding a supply.
12 reduced supply. Yeah.
That's an awful lot.
Well, in the chat we've got Toxipana saying, yeah, he is on the Wi-Fi. His brother's on the Ethernet, and there's a wall and a fridge in the way, and somebody said, "Oh, use a drill."
Exactly.
Dear, that's so funny. So right now, what do you think? I mean, I think...
We do have stim now for bottom right, by the way. I think top left is in really good shape. Bottom right, being by himself, isn't going to be in a position to come across the map and 6v or 5v2 them, and isn't going to want to until some damage is done. Meanwhile, top left is getting bigger and bigger.
That was 59 nuke from red.
570 minerals. Oh yeah,
that was a big one.
Well, my highest nuke actually has been 68, which is quite impressive.
Nice.
Yeah, especially early in the game. Late game nukes don't really count.
But they're so fun.
Oh yeah.
I know, right? Especially if it's 2 full armors and it's over 50 supply. Boom.
Roz and I got in this game where we were just dropping nukes left and right. It was nuclear holocaust. It was like 150 people killed.
Exactly. You drop a nuke and you've got enough money for another nuke. Just make another one.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a bit like Chernobyl.
A little bit.
Like, I won't be going there for a while.
Yeah, that's how it should work.
Late game, if you're really dominating, you can afford to get a nuke before that last game push. I've won a couple games like that now. I still kind of think nukes should be a little cheaper, but at the same time, it's not like completely as out of sight as people think they are.
Yeah, definitely.
So long as you're the one that's like rolling and dominating, and you're going to get, like, you're just rocking your lane, you're going goblin style, and you're like, oh crap, the 6v2 is going to come, or the 4v2 is going to come. Generally, you'll be able to fund enough for a nuke.
Yeah,
at
but
that time,
you'll
and at least a
And
tank.
there's a massive push on top right for this rod bunker not to go down, so...
can't blame them. They've got 2 Reapers there, and Blue's building a
That's
3rd
really
Reaper. They
big
really
game,
need to
isn't it?
cancel this, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to. Trouble
Well,
is,
all
it could
depends on when it...
can die.
This is scary, though.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh!
Wait for it to
was so
finish.
close.
Wait for it to finish. He was gonna finish it, and you can nuke the army and kill it with your army. That was not.
Well, this is interesting from Blue. I mean, because I don't usually see Blue doing this type of build. I mean, I've not known him to be an All Reaper player.
Yeah. So we've got 1 nuke or 2 nukes left. Interestingly, one of them is the solo player.
Yeah, Light Green and Brown still have their nukes.
Generally, if you are solo, like you hold on to that nuke like it's your, well, it is your lifeline.
It is.
To be honest.
Yeah, it's a deterrent, right? The second that dies,
Yeah.
you can.
You get
And
ganked.
this is crazy because Light Green is actually taking on bottom left
By
by
himself.
himself.
No surprise. Look at the score.
This is nuts.
His upgrades
Yeah, it's not
are
too
ridiculous.
bad.
But he's buying armor, and
That's weird.
it's okay versus Reapers.
Yeah.
Versus Reapers, you want a little more armor, but he's getting quite a bit more, and he's not. Generally when you get that far ahead, you can amplify it with range. Range is the play that you see.
I like how he just runs around that army.
Ooh,
Oh!
And they
big
missed
one.
him.
910 minerals. Oh my goodness.
Nice. Dead because you guys won't hit the 12k.
At the same time, I don't think that was a good nuke. There's 1 nuke left to stop top left from their.
It did nothing except give you minerals. Like there was no
exactly.
event. to
Yeah,
it
this bunker won't even die
or
here.
action.
2 workers repairing this bunker. This bunker is fine. Yeah, top left is in really good shape, but I think there's 1 more or 2 more big pushes left that the rest of the map have before they just run away with the whole thing. The good news for them is, the good news for the 5 here is that Light Green is quite strong, but if Light Green's forced to come across and try to snipe with Marines, it's just tough. The push is going to need to be well timed, and it's going to need to be a 5v2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Light Green isn't actually doing too bad.
Oh, he's doing great. He's in
I
second
think
place.
I think it's just gonna get to a point where they're just gonna have enough of him, and I think might just end up where they just hit him. It's like, let's get rid of him.
Maybe, I don't know. Pink is still much stronger. But the question for me is, why is Brown cutting off Light Green when Light Green's trying to come across the map here?
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Light Green is your lifeline. This is a very critical moment here. And the right thing is happening.
Bottom left is in a terrible position right now.
Yeah, I
only
get
in
it.
the
They need
sense
feed.
that They can't feed on anybody at the moment either.
Yeah.
Because of their upgrades.
But they're doing the right thing at the right time. This tank got pushed, and they were hitting exactly where they needed to be to get the job done.
Now see, this with Light Green, I don't understand why he's like trying to push straight up when he could just be pushing on the bunker.
Well, I think he's trying to eat the army. He gets feed off of that.
What do you think about what do you think about this, Roz? Like, honestly, if you're Light Green right now, you see Pink is in the lead and
kill
all
him.
that. But really, you're only 3 or 4k below. Personally, I would be ganking the hell out of bottom left, just trying to
feed off of them.
equalize my score.
I think if you can kill top left here as Light Green, I think you just do it, because you're not the team that's going to get teamed.
As well, so that's going to help.
You know, the score is so far off that bottom left kind of has to help you.
Bunker. Looks like Pink's going to lose a bunker, maybe.
But I also
Are you sure? Because it's 50-50 if bottom left hits him or not. He's second score leader. I know that's different than the team score 2v1s, but
look at the gap. Look at the gap between top right and bottom right. It's a pretty substantial score gap. Well, no, but he does have a higher score. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
He's first place. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, now that the damage has been done,
really be hitting just bottom
Yes.
left and fucking getting that team eliminated and then saying, "Hey, top right, let's finish them off." At least top right will be committed to kill one player.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. He needed to help for the beginning of this push, but at this point he can pull off and go feed on bottom left, or he can stop now too. But blue dying doesn't affect much. Pink had most of the score. I think it would be a good play for him to start feeding on bottom left. But what is top right going to do?
I don't know.
I think nobody's sure.
I don't even think Dragulin's sure. Right?
Yeah, no. Finishing top left is not a bad play.
This is something I've noticed with Dragon. It's like he just tends to like fight wherever, not actually making a decisive decision on where it should be hitting.
You know, I've seen that too. However, I've also seen him use it to his advantage. People think he's doing that, and then all of a sudden he makes a big play, and he holds on and wins the game. So I don't want to cut him too short here. He might have a plan.
This is bad. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But if Pink dies,
they're gonna lose.
I think it's not good for Dragulin. He'll try to politic it.
Do
but
you think
it's hard for bottom left? They can't help. And
yeah, they can't really come across the map.
I think he needs to kill bottom left.
Ooh, we got a tank push here.
To try to kill red.
Well, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I think
we got brown asking light green for a trade.
Yeah, I'm not sure what'll happen. He still does have a nuke. He might even be able to hold here by himself. I think whichever team gets hit by bottom left wins. Honestly, bottom left is so tasty right now. I don't think and with the tank going down, bottom right is very strong. Top right probably takes bottom right in a 1v1 just because of 2 players.
Yeah,
but it's very close.
Light green won't be able to hold top right.
I think by himself he might be able to, but with the extra feed coming from bottom left, which he should be taking advantage of right now, at least get this tank kill.
Oh man, that tank's going down.
And light green gets it.
Light green gets it. Wow. Now he is starting to make tanks of his own, which is a good.
See, watch. If light pink dies here, I think it's going to switch to bottom right.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it's really hard to say.
Pink saying, given the game.
If I was bottom right, I'm getting ready for the 6v2 or 4v2. Right
Yeah,
now.
the main reason isn't actually the score. The score factors in, but also the fact that it's the natural, side to hit. It's a lot closer. If bottom left has to go all the way across the map to hit, they're not going to get any damage done. So it's more natural to hit bottom right first. But at some point, if bottom left has any chance of winning this, they're going to need to switch. They cannot just hit one side and then truce with the other. So bottom right, I would say right now has the right side teams have a higher than 33% chance of winning. Bottom left, it's going to be tough. But
see, there's orange automatically with the politicking.
Yes.
To do it.
The thing is, there's only one nuke, and it's actually light green with the nuke.
If bottom left is going to push top right, green needs to move fast. He needs to, because the longer that the battle persists, the more feed red gets. So those tanks need to get pushed immediately if they're helping. I do like the Rotter bunk going down. Rotters are a beefy unit. They benefit from upgrades, but they're if you're short on upgrades, Rotters are very helpful. The problem is they're fighting against Marines. So bottom left might want to take ghosts, actually. I wouldn't blame them if they took ghosts. I don't think anybody's going to hit them even if they take ghosts.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea, I think.
They're just so far behind.
It's like, what's light pink doing?
Deciding who he's going to feed. Look at that score, 3,000. Yikes. Yeah, if they're trucing with bottom right, light pink should definitely hit bottom right. You're more valuable as straight feed than yours.
I mean, right now as a team, top right are winning. If you look
I
at
don't think so.
but as a
Team
team,
score.
top right
As
is
team
winning.
score, they're winning,
Team
but
score.
2 tanks, a nuke, and feed lurking.
Bottom right is winning for sure. Yeah, no, I understand that.
My question, where are the mercs? Where are the mercs here? There's one merc bunker.
He hasn't got any.
Where are the shield towers?
Mm.
Guess he's got more important things to
this,
worry
this
about,
is
like
not
the
good
tank
for
push.
6v2. Yeah. Or 4v2.
Oh, what a tank pullback! He just knew. I think he must have seen the nuke coming. That was not how you wanted to use that nuke.
No, but
He's still okay.
I mean,
For
he's sitting
now.
on 1800, so
Does he have splash?
He just reverses.
He does not have splash yet. I think we'll see splash from light green quickly. Oh boy, here comes the feed. Can he handle it? Really
but
needed
he
a shield
hasn't got
tower.
anything in that bunker,
And he
though,
doesn't have a
that's the
shield
only
tower.
thing.
Yeah.
Nope.
Here comes the feed. And a tank push at the same time.
Mm-hmm. But
Is he
does
gonna get
have two
splash?
tanks.
Is he gonna get splash? He needs
He's
splash
gonna
now.
lose that bunker.
Oh god.
man.
Yeah, that was inevitable.
But that might be okay, because bottom left might swap now.
I mean, I would be even lurking to lose that bunker as well, because there isn't going to be much.
Oh
you
boy,
can
these
do
tanks are
about
at risk, and they do have splash now. That
But
splash
he's dead.
upgrade came too
This
late.
is it.
He's absolutely dead.
Yep, top right's gonna hold on here.
And top right are going to take the game.
Yeah, I don't think that bottom left can affect the game much more. I think light green was in a position where he could have held this a lot better than he did.
Mm.
Shield towers, turrets,
Definitely.
a better split, splash a little earlier.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think this needed to happen, but there's nothing that can be done now. Bottom left just isn't strong enough to make a difference.
Not anymore, no. Even with the upgrades he's got.
They have a lot of bunkers, but this doesn't matter. Yeah, once when you're that far behind, every single bunker you take, and even if you don't, you need to be reevaluating who you're hitting. And
sure.
So Drag, looks like your prediction kind of came true. Bottom right got the 4v2 initially went in his direction, and he wasn't able to hold on. So good prediction by Drag. I still think that it was possible here. I think it was closer than probably.
I think perhaps maybe if light green had his tanks on the left side.
His tanks needed to be.
I'm just gonna say I called it right.
He
called
called
it
it right.
right. It played out exactly as I thought it was gonna play out.
Drax a genius. We all know this. Yeah, if he was gonna hang on, his best bet would have been to wait until the tank was sieged to use the nuke.
Quite possibly, yeah.
And then tanks probably. I don't think it matters what side the tanks are on, but you do want them together, and you want your army on the other side, and shield towers everywhere. Probably mercs are really important too, because mercs extend your supply. When you're small like that, you're not going to be building supply depots, and everybody else is. So you really, effectively the mercs make your supply maybe like 20 or 30% larger, without consuming any more space.
And look at this, they haven't finished him, which is a big mistake.
This is over.
Yeah, he's gone.
All right. So did everything work with the stream?
Yeah, the stream's working okay.
Excellent. I'm glad we figured out the issue. So it was a delete issue.
Yeah, it was some kind of. I think it's like a race condition. Like
I see,
sometimes
I
it
see.
works and sometimes it doesn't.
Those are the worst, hardest to find.
Yeah, it's just bad coding because I threw a loop at everything on that one.
Oh, we do have a dead tank. That tank could have defended itself a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it's going to matter too much, to be fair.
Not even close. Double the score.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say we go ahead and pull the victors into the stream chat here?
Sounds good.
Let them narrate us through this these final moments.
Oh, you want to pull them in now?
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Hey
It's
guys.
not over yet.
Yes, it is.
It's not like we're saying that we think you're gonna win or anything.
I don't know. I could throw the savior. I'll do it for Mozo.
That was interesting. So if you were bottom right at that time, like green, I was kind of saying that he was being a little overcommitting on helping you kill top left. What would you have done if you were bottom right?
I would have, as soon as blue died, I would have switched. That's why I sat back and watched.
Do you think were you at any moment afraid that he might be able to hold with the nuke and the 2 tanks, or were you pretty confident you were going to be able to break that?
It really came down to bottom left and what they were doing. I
Yeah.
think this is a bit premature, though. I don't think, like, Tempest is getting fed here. Go around the left side, please, Trader Joe.
I'm just waiting for my tank.
Pink is weak. Pink is weak as fuck.
Yeah, he has 5 bunkers.
I'll keep Brown occupied, and you just kill him from the backside, you know?
All right, we'll move you back to your lobby. Don't fuck it up, Cash.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can multitask here. Yeah, I think light green should have probably switched a bit earlier. And then with the nuke, he kind of wasted his nuke.
Yeah.
Like we were able to pull the tank back.
The tank wasn't sieged yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Tempest is up there pretty darn high, 18,000. All right, I'm going to move you guys back. It's anyone's game, it looks like still. One moment.
Anyone's game. For another 10 seconds.
We'll see. I don't know.
No, I think they got this.
It's over.
As Trigger says, I got to add to the hype. I got to add to that hype.
Oh, I see.
All right, maybe we should have just stayed in there. Sorry, I was like, Brown's pretty strong. I forgot. I kept sending money for tanks. Yeah, we were lucky. I'm pretty sure.
Always
Pink
respect
was
the player's
relentless.
decision.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Pink was relentless. No doubt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pink.
And he was laned with probably Bird Turd, and then the giveaway was Toxic Panda dropping.
What's up, Trader?
So how do you think that went?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Got a pretty bad start. Yeah, I think it went alright overall.
All right, well let's get ready for the other. I'll see you guys in the main lobby.
Alrighty.
Well done.
Oh, hey, Roz, can you go in there and start linking those guys? It's going to be that command. The ones in parentheses are shortcuts. You don't need to type the whole word.
Okay.
I think it doubles up some of them, so
Okay.
don't worry about doing
Oh,
it twice.
bugger. You didn't do it anonymous mode.
Yeah, whatever.
It's all good.
I don't think it really matters too much right now, does it? Considering
Nope.
it's not.
Oh boy,
It
y'all
matters.
said top right was strong in the last game.
Excuse me.
Looks like we got a power team in top right again.
Oh crap, for sure. Puck and Cash?
You needed a space on the Q and the L.
Wow. This would be interesting considering the fact that Mon JP has never laned Puck, so this is going to be interesting.
Cool. It removes it. It just displays it twice. Stupid bot.
And it looks like...
You know what? It displays it twice because it puts an entry for every time they've checked in and not rolled in. That kind of thing. So. Yeah.
And Puck going for his usual strategy, 0-0-2-3, but is he going to go 3-4 by any chance?
I guess another Reich's the only one.
That's funny. Hey guys, so here we are, another fun game. Myself, Nuga, Roz, possibly Drac, and Silver casting. And whoops, on the anonymous mode, but this is just for giggles.
The pre-dark, right? Before dark games. as Roz was saying.
Yeah, Steve.
This is no control before dark, where you're still equally drunk, you just feel worse about yourself.
Right.
It's like, your mama bad.
I actually do feel a little bad. In California, this is like the first most awesome looking day. And I'm playing zone control. You know what? No regrets. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
No regrets.
What, you're still sober?
No, I am. I got myself a burrito and I got myself some more whiskey. I am ready to go. I am all set for pro.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Unfortunately, I think it's a bit late for me to be able to go to the shops because I think it's gone 10 o'clock and mostly everything's going to be shut now. Darn it.
So you need to prepare ahead here. You need your secret stash of shooters and things of that nature. So
I know, but
if you're going to do it, you got to do it proper.
I've got plenty of supply of coffee, so hey, I'm all good.
Yep.
Like got some activity in the stream here. Glitch thinks this is pretty balanced. Top left looks strong.
Roz,
thinks
subscribe
top left is strong. Okay. That's interesting. With that being West and Relentless.
Yeah, I think a lot of people underrate this West guy. He's really good. I've seen him play in Publix.
He's not actually too bad.
He's way better than his ELO.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, ELO, I always find, and CE especially, is so damn misleading.
2 wins and 1 loss.
Because it's so early.
Maybe that's why.
The what?
2 wins and 1 loss.
Yeah, he usually plays on I think it's called Test WMAI or something. It's like I am West backwards, but I think his ELO is higher on that one.
I mean, when he was playing on ZC4, I think he was about a 1500 ELO, I believe, possibly higher. I can't remember, but he is really good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Pink, getting on a bunk here real quick. Black is a ways behind. Oh boy, this is danger for top left. With blue cutting off and going to deny the nuke as well. Red's army will die.
Why isn't West going going in to help his teammate.
Pressure right
I
now
don't understand.
could deny at least
I
one of
think
these
West
bunkers.
is,
West had a
yeah,
nuke.
West is. He backed it up right there. I was going to say his priority was protecting the bunker, but he was sitting
Yeah.
slightly behind his bunker as I was saying that. Oh no,
Oh
he's
yeah,
going to be
this-
forced to use his
army is-
nuke here
Yeah, there's
or
gonna have to be a
cancel
nuke.
that.
Nice.
I think that was a mistake by bottom left. If they split their army up a little bit better there, they didn't need to commit their whole army and get it
No,
nuked. They could have denied that bunker easily and not gotten nuked. But you know they're both expanded here, so then them getting nuked doesn't hurt them a lot. And they did apply probably a lot of damage to top left with the lost nukes.
This
So.
is actually interesting from JP because he's actually bunkered before a puck, so which is something I think we missed.
Yeah, MonJPD's doing pretty well in lane versus Puck. Puck's doing fine too. So Puck did that cut on red. Puck did that cut on red, which probably helped a lot. But I think we'll see.
Yeah, Puck
something
is
that
doing
we-
the unconventional strat where you kind of bunk on your partner's lane to
Yeah.
kind of hide it a little bit.
I love it.
Because he's scared that MonJP could deny it.
I love it. It's safe.
There is that too.
There's very little risk. But Puck needs to get a unit in his marine bunker here, and he does.
But you know what? If you want to look at lane dynamics, Toxic Panda is double Berturd's score here, and he was in first for a little bit. So keep an eye
Yeah,
on
I think
that.
a lot of that came from that push on top left. He got probably a few worker snipes.
Yeah, for sure.
He's also
Bird's
doing-
strong. I don't know how Bird's gonna get his bunker down without a nuke here.
Gonna be tough.
2 bunks against 1, and yeah.
It'll help if he
So
picks
let's
up the
say
Spinner
that
pistol.
West is really good. Just still kind of, I'll paraphrase a little bit, which is kind of lacking that experience that gives you like that game knowledge and all that. But I'll tell you, with a lot of these videos on demands that we're watching with zone control, I find that gap shrinks considerably. That's kind of like a lot why we see these up and comers making in intermediate and pro a lot faster lately. It's just there's just so many more resources now to
Absolutely.
analyze.
Yeah.
Even
I was about to
co-casting.
say,
Yeah.
The resources are there if you want to get better, so it's just a matter of applying yourself and putting in the time to look at them.
Yep.
And you've also got in a chat as well saying, let's say in 1JP dominating Puck like I expected.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say dominating, but he definitely is beating him.
But this
Beating
is
him
the
by about
thing.
300.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing though. It's like you can't really tell anything from like early game gameplay. I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. MonJP was beating Puck, but sometimes, like when me and Roz play together, you don't want to make yourself look too good because then that way you could end up getting like a 4v2 or even a 6v2.
Yeah.
You know what? You're totally right. And not to cut you off, but Toxic Panda going for the super early third bunker here.
And it is a
He's,
Marauder. I love it.
Yeah.
It pairs very well with his Marines.
He's crushing his lane, and he's just like, fuck it, I'll just get a third bunker. Like,
Why not? I'm not in first place. I'm not scared.
And it's gonna finish right as his lane's second bunker finishes. That's a huge advantage.
I mean, don't get
And
me
he's
wrong.
facing Reapers. He should swap.
And, yeah, I was about to say, and it's Reaps. If he mercs his Marauders, I don't think his lane's
Actually, he can fight either side. Both sides are all are Reaper expansions. This is
that's a
great
pretty
for
smart
Toxic
Marauder
Panda.
bunker.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Toxic Panda isn't actually that bad of a player.
What? Toxic Panda's fine. I don't know if I recall recently, his mom had to get the camera a few times.
That's right. Yeah, he's been getting some dubs.
He's been improving fast, very fast.
Oh,
nuke.
Big nuke. Orange with a
Fast.
78 kill, 535
I'm not sure that was a
minerals.
very
Wow.
good nuke. Because it doesn't really do anything. Like, he got money from it, but he didn't get any momentum. He didn't
Yeah, I
get
agree.
any, like,
But think about that. That's turret money. You can dump all that in regen. Maybe throw 3-4 turrets with that.
Yeah, I mean,
looks
right
like he
now,
used it to merc his Marines.
Interesting.
Which isn't
You
a
think he's
bad
going
thing.
tank? That's why mark the Marines? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird decision. Maybe he's gonna mark both,
Maybe.
and he just spammed like.
maybe it was a mistake.
Yeah, he might have just pressed 2Z and he got the Marines.
Top right with no We got Yagamai in the chat saying, "Who is the one on top right with no bunker?" I'm not quite sure what you're trying
There's
to say
nobody.
there.
I think Puck's bunker is covered by the scoreboard here. Puck has a bunker, and he has another bunker on the other side. So they're both expanded.
Looks like a lot of rods might be popping up here. We got top right and bottom right.
Preparing.
Shielded
Yes.
it up.
Even without a bunker there, those shield towers are still good, but usually you'll see like them kind of build a shield tower, maybe either build it immediately or wait a little bit, so that the tower being there isn't seen as a signal that they're building. If you wait just a second after building the tower, you're testing whether people are going to come hit you because of the tower, and then you can build the bunker a little bit later if they aren't like collapsing on you. I think if top right waits until bottom right starts their rod, there's a really good chance that they'll be able to finish it because it'll drag attention away from them. If top right were to start their rod now, it's hard to say if they. Oh, sorry, if bottom right starts their rod first, I think there's a good chance it gets canceled. So, and now top right's tower got killed.
I do agree with you a little bit, Lich. It's just on the playstyle that he's has tendency is all. Basically, Lich is saying in the chat, Ross Silver. I honestly just think that Puck isn't really try-harding when it comes to his micro. That can be right. It just all depends on what it is he's actually doing. But I do see a little bit of what you're saying. It's interesting from Yellow as well, that aggressive forward shield tower, which will play into his hands greatly.
West or
Toxic Panda.
Oh, Toxic Panda. Yes. Especially with the Rotters versus Reapers. The closer you get to that bunker, if he can build towers all the way up in that bunker, there's going to need to be a nuke at some point to keep him off. The only thing I don't like about Toxic is 6 armor only. He just popped a little bit more armor, but he's going really even ups. Like, you don't want even ups here. You want like 12 armor and 5 attack. The armor benefits the Marines versus Reapers as well. Not quite as much as rods.
You know as well as I do that the rods are the tank unit, so you need higher defense as opposed to attack.
It's the reason why defense is better on Rodder is kind of threefold. They already have a little bonus armor baked in, and every additional armor has more value than the last. And they have more hit points, so the armor, the armor bonus helps them more for a larger total number of hits. But the more important thing is the rod's baseline attack is much higher. So attack is just worthless it's not worthless, but it's relatively very poor for Marauders versus other units.
You know what? Good upgrades or not, Toxic is just having his way with bottom right, and I think
He
it's because
is.
they don't have any shields going on. Like
that helps.
Not a single shield, and he's been fighting them a lot in his forward shield tower, so they've just been feeding into it.
The thing here is, even if they do get a shield, Toxic's going to be able to build another forward shield tower, and the shield benefits him more than it benefits them.
Yes, for sure.
But at least it's better than fighting him in shield
Yes.
when they're not in shield. Yeah.
Big time.
You have to equalize it a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh,
there's the nuke that we were talking about. Probably.
But they're not pushing forward. They're not trying to cancel out that shield tower. Oh.
I think that's a very bad nuke right there.
Yeah.
He just did it because he saw an army.
What's he gonna do with the resources? I think he dumped it into upgrades.
I'm not sure what he did. I think he got stim actually.
Attack stim. Stim is a very questionable decision when you have.
They're both kind of left.
Reaper.
You just got Reaper Marine.
Reaper
Stim's
Marine.
not good.
But
yeah,
that
if
does
this
look
goes into the 2v2 dynamic with the top and the bottom, I think bottom right will die very quickly.
Oh yeah, that nuke really just accelerated the process. The nuke wasn't really necessary.
Yeah.
Yellow can probably kill them alone. Pretty well, maybe not. Green's still strong.
I mean, MonJP has a pretty.
He has Marines. I take it back. It was a smart play by him to grab that extra Marine bunker. So now he can actually.
Also, I don't know if any of y'all saw, but Trader Joe is about to finish a tank.
Yep.
Yes.
That should be the death.
But the thing is, bottom left still both have their nukes. Something I was going to say earlier as well. When only 2 nukes were used, it was actually the top pro players from this lobby that had actually used their nukes, and those were Relentless and Cash, which was quite surprising considering because you don't normally see them firing off their nukes as early as they did.
Yeah, especially in a less
in a game like this.
The less balanced.
For sure, you would because I've not seen Cash use his nuke as early as he has, or even Relentless use his nuke as early as he did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But bearing in mind,
if you feel you're doing well, but they're facing off against each other, so they're probably not. Relentless is facing off against Cash, so that they probably felt they needed to, and they know who each other is. They're probably more concerned about pulling ahead of their own. They probably feel like if they win this battle, they stand a good chance to win the game.
You know what? Speaking of Relentless, like the people they're fighting, Pug and Cash, have kind of sacrificed the momentum to get across onto the other side to build a tank, and now I think they might be able to use that tank and kind of do something here.
You're saying top right?
Be able to beat this army.
Yeah.
Yeah, top right. Yeah, they sacrificed
Looking
upgrades
good.
and units.
You know, both Puck and Cash like their turrets, so.
I don't know about a tank without Marauders though. I know you don't like that, Rob.
I don't like it, especially with the number of bunkers up against, but I think it can work here. They better go quick.
A lot of turrets.
With a lot of turrets.
just to cut you off, got a second tank finished for Trader Joe as well.
And we have a first tank starting for West. This tank is kind of running out of time to get damage done.
For sure.
Blue and orange need to be very careful to not both get nuked.
Yeah, I think if they don't get nuked, they could kill this Marine, but that's about it, because this tank's going to be done by then.
Yep.
But maybe they can get the Marine if they don't get nuked. Oh,
there's the nuke, and there needs to be a counter nuke. Insta counter nuke, that's Puck style. Really on the ball. Marine will go down. Nuke bottom right, what's happening? Bottom right dying? No, okay. Bottom right nuke to try to kill the tanks, but it's not gonna work. We're gonna see bottom right's gonna.
Bottom left.
I think bottom right's gonna die. Fast enough to save.
Yeah, they're gonna die.
They need to push those tanks a lot faster, though. I don't know what the delay is on pushing those tanks.
Is there a hurry? Is there really a hurry here? I don't know.
Well, top right got value out of their tank, but yeah, I think.
Yeah, they killed one bunch.
They're pulling the tank back. They're going to kill off purple. That's going to make everyone raise
I don't like
their
that at
eyebrows.
all.
They actually could have taken out bottom right.
I think it's okay though. I don't think top's gonna. They're pretty well committed on each other right now. I don't think that they're gonna reconsider.
So, but the question is, what happens when bottom right dies? What
do you think bottom left probably gets teamed.
I think bottom left are gonna hit top right. That's what I think.
I think.
I think bottom left is gonna hit top right. Because of it being Cash and Puck.
Right.
I don't know. That's just my.
So this not being anonymous mode, there's a chance one of the top teams will just say, "Hey, we'll truce with you and finish it." But bottom left is really strong here. They're gonna have free space to expand. They already have 2 tanks. They still have a nuke. The top teams don't have a nuke.
There is, but also on the possibility of bottom right dying. Top left, top right could turn around and say, "Okay, let's truce and kill bottom left." And then
yes, they could. So honestly, right here, I think if bottom left just sits and waits and lets the tops beat each other up, right? Like they're beating each other up right now. They're losing bunks to each other. They're going to lose tanks to each other. If top left just sits back, leaves green alive for a little bit, the tops and waits for one of the tops to prevail, I think it's going to die.
Are they repairing it? Oh no.
That was close.
Puck lost his tank.
Now that there's no tanks left, this is really dangerous.
Joe brought back both tanks. I think that was smart, but I actually think he could have kept one forward, one here to help finish off green. They actually have a
but there's no rush.
Really good advantage here that no one is switching. Top is just interlocked with each other hard.
Yes, there's no rush.
You can kill MonJP without a tank here. He's a good player. He's not just going to make a mistake and lose his army.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But even
I think they just need one tank. Don't sacrifice both or don't risk both. Just and maybe here. Nope. Never mind. Dang it.
Oh, they're scared of the top left switch. Yeah.
Oh, Orange is trying to do what? Oh, he just he knew there was a mineral. He saw the mineral in the stream and pulled the Reapers off, and he knew the next one was going to spawn. Stream hacks for cash.
So, yeah, about that idea, Silver, I was thinking the exact same thing, but I'm not sure top left is gonna want to truce and kill because they did trade tanks, but top left lost a bunker in the process, so they're definitely behind here.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
But they still might do it because it's so
Close enough.
But I think top right would have the advantage.
The good news for top left in this situation is that they will probably get more bunker kills because they're closer to the target. Which, I don't know, at the end of the day, I think bottom left is wise to take their time killing MonJP.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the tank to do it, so now...
Because Pink now has a tank, so we're going to have bunker death happening. Will MonJP leave when he's left on one bunker? I don't know.
Yeah, one way or another, it's going to be a three-way pretty soon.
Most likely. If they just buy some more time. And Pink pushes his tank.
Pink's going in for snipe.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of seeing what's happening. Trader Joe does not have Slash yet.
He does not want to leave that tank. He does not want to leave that tank.
Yeah. It looks like they're just going to kill green. And that will likely... Well, no, it may not trigger a swap. Maybe what we'll see here is bottom left truce with top left. I don't know, but top left has had so much damage.
Yeah.
I think bottom left is in a great position here. Like, you talk about strategic positioning on the scoreboard. I don't think anyone's going to switch on
We just had a call out from West saying hit bot left.
And it looks like blue is...
So as soon as I say that, they prove me wrong.
What happened to Drax's predictions coming true?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I literally called it, and that got killed in 10 seconds. Thank you, Wes. Jesus.
The tank did live. The tank did live.
Yeah, almost got it. So the tank count is 2 for bottom left, 1 for top left, and
it is not even. He thinks it's even. It's not.
None for top right.
Also, bottom left's base is pretty big here. Like, actually, no, it's just a shield tower. Yeah, they just have one extra bunker outside the base, but I don't know how they would hold under.
But they have space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow, this is very even.
Top right and bottom left have the real estate to expand.
It looks like bottom left is just letting the scores balance out. Everyone's pretty even.
I don't debate. I don't have any problem with just sitting still here. Let them continue to aggress each other. Oh, where are they going?
Go for a big.
That's a bizarre play. Their tanks are completely undefended. This can cost them a nuke.
This is gonna be a dead puck bunker for sure.
It is gonna work though.
Wow.
Why are they deciding to kill top right instead of top left? Is my question.
Ouch.
I'm just not sure.
Oh yeah, top left's not gonna play ball.
Yeah, they're trying to feed back into the game. This is going to be tough because bottom left feels like they're the same strength as top left. Bottom left doesn't realize that top left has lost, what is it, one tank and a bunker?
And also both nukes have been lost.
Yeah, and bottom left has... So bottom left may be frustrated if top left doesn't commit here, but top left is wise to maybe at least buy some time.
I think the Toxic and Trader snipe that we just saw was more inspired by kind of the reputation of the players than anything. They just saw Puck and Cass and they're like, let's take them down a notch, let's get one of their bunkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that adds up to me.
And a second tank finishing up for West. Nice. Now on 2.
Also as well, I mean, Puck's not the type of player to lose his entire army being on one bunker either.
Yep, he's already got the second bunk up. Marking it now.
And they're
coming in a bit of danger though. Oh, and Red's coming in at the same time. No, Red's gonna back off.
But he's gonna lose that Marauder bunker.
Man. Yeah, so it looks like Toxic and Trader are trying to 2v2 top left here. And top left isn't hitting them, so they're kind of just getting to do what they want. Not sure what West's plan here. I guess it's just to finish him off. They're thinking they got a pretty good tank count. They're going to start expanding in the direction that they're killing people.
Yeah.
This bodes well for bottom left.
Definitely. Look at how many depots they're getting up. Like,
But
they're gonna be huge for this.
Relentless is a very strong player, so.
I think when this gets into 2v2, you gotta scout and see if they have a nuke, because when that nuke lands, I mean, your tanks are just gone.
Yeah.
Having a nuke versus not having a nuke is very tough.
Yep.
But even saying that, I mean,
This
I'm
is
not gonna-
winnable.
You can't take anything away from Relentless because he is a very strong
Right.
player.
They're building out almost as fast as bottom left, not quite as fast, but they're making some gains here with building things, and now with the third tank. You know, this is one misclick away from being top left's game. Definitely bottom left is in favor.
Very
But
close to a 50-50, but I think it's like 60-40.
I think it's maybe a little more than that, but you know.
I don't see how bottom left can win, to be honest.
Bottom left can win?
I think I like this though, in the sense that bottom left is going on the fog of war, so they're ending the game. It's fairly even as much as they know and they've been able to scout.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see what happens.
Yep.
I'm not sure. Huh. I guess they elected to get more depots instead of another tank, so Pink is going to have an extra tank in this fight.
Depots are helpful. They're quicker to build than a tank, so I can see.
Yeah, what is Sergio doing?
Just he's lining up for.
But why? They said finish.
Well, I think he's hoping the other side finishes, and he just wants to be. He's doing the same thing Pink is doing, and I don't blame him.
Well, here they go. So it looks like their supply is going to be a little less.
Yeah, Trader Joe probably wants to pull off right before this dies. He doesn't even care if he gets the bunker. Yeah, his supply is dwindling. But he has a lot of bunkers.
Wow.
So will Trader Joe get up to full supply before the battle happens? He's at 85.
The tanks are
88.
unsieging.
Close
West
enough.
tanks are chilling.
Close
West
enough.
tanks are not going to be moving. They're going to sit
Interesting. Okay, Trader Joe's pulling his tanks toward.
Oh, and finally the unsiege.
They're not in range of anything though, other than an army. Will Pink be able to get his tanks into battle?
Joe got splash.
They both
West
have
also
splash. Yes.
Yeah.
So is Pink gonna push his tanks forward and try to kill?
Quite possibly.
There we go. This is it.
One of them is in range.
The game will end right now.
But he doesn't have vision.
Trader Joe is.
Oh, yes, what?
Oh, he's pushing him even further. No, this could be dead tanks with all these marauders
Nuke,
here.
Now's the time for the nuke.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah.
That's the GG.
There it is. But
That's
that
the
is that is a
It was
rubbish
good enough.
nuke.
It was good enough. Maybe.
No,
Yes.
it wasn't.
He got one of the tanks with his units, and he got one of them with the other tank. So it's now 2 against 1. But he
Ooh, the pushback, 1 against 1. But will the Rauder go down? If this Rauder goes down, it becomes.
unsieges. Interesting.
If this Rauder goes
I don't know
down.
if I would have done that.
No.
Trying to bring it into mid. I think he really wants to kill this Marauder. 2 more hits on the Marauder, and.
Yeah, I think bottom left has this.
Yes.
There's just no way.
2
They got
Marauders to
squad
0
bunkers. They
is.
have 2 Marauders versus none.
2 workers getting called down, but no. Two Marauders to 0, and I think we'll see a mid bunker going down pretty soon here. Yep, Toxic has a mid bunker. We may see another mid bunker in a second.
See, you guys were doubting them. Come on.
I had no doubts.
Never doubt Toxic, man.
I had no doubts.
I think without any.
Were they pulling at all?
Somebody take a screenshot for Toxic's mama.
They were. Puck and Cash were pulling. Holy shit. But everyone else pretty much negligible amount of pooling.
Maybe pulled and pulled back.
Yeah,
Top right was like, holy crap, just
there
dumping
goes
into
the
each
pink
other.
tank. Yep.
Oh, this is a nice play by Red.
Oh yeah, he's gonna trade.
But he lost his own tank.
They didn't need to trade off like that, though.
Yeah, I felt like they could have saved their tank and.
With some repair.
I don't know. If they can keep their tank alive and snipe the other tank.
Well, now they're fighting again.
This is just getting worse and worse for them. If they had a tank versus no tank, maybe they have a shot here, but
They're also not even using their extra SCVs in the fight. Like,
Yeah.
Toxic on 1 SCV has more turrets than them in the fight.
if they dump some turrets on the supply line, there is a chance here.
Relentless sitting on 2.3k, so I guess he's saving up for an SCV, but...
Well, and there's a tank going on. Are we going to see a
Bottom
supply line
left has
push? Here, Red's worker. Workers coming
They're
around the
trying
back
to finish
line.
it now.
Here it is. Workers on the back line.
I don't think they
Will this be enough?
Well...
This is tough because
I don't
Yellow didn't know that, but Red was murking at the time. That would have been an opportunity, but They're gonna need. They need a tank. They need to build a tank.
Here comes a third turret.
They have
Red
it in the
calls down
bag.
an
It's their game to
SCV.
lose.
Yeah, I think he's gonna.
It's their game to lose, but this resupply.
Yeah, he is.
Why? I don't think he knows that there's supply depots on the bottom right here. If he moves over, there's a really nice spot to throw a bunch of turrets on the right side as well, and just block all the resupply. But meanwhile, they're losing everything up top.
Oh no, he does not cancel the tank. I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, he's only blocking resupply from 2 bunkers with the current placement.
Right. He needs to work over. Yeah, he needs to work turrets over to the right side, and this is exactly what he's doing. So a lot of resupply is blocked, but it's not going to be enough here.
Oh, and he's gonna clean up the turrets now that Pink has died. And
Yeah, I think this push might have worked if it was a little bit earlier.
So this just goes to show Toxic Panda would be #1 on global leaderboard if not for his damn internet, right?
Shit, you're right. It's the only game he didn't drop. He won. Look at that.
Either that or he's dropping when he knows he's going to lose.
Oh.
Are you talking like old school, Brood War? You do the stats
Hit
on the
the
guy.
lag
They're like
switch.
500, 0, and like 800. So it's like,
They're
wow,
gonna need
your
a tank
internet
to
really
kill him, though. I don't think they can kill him without a tank.
But this is the thing. To kill Relentless, you're gonna need a tank because you're not gonna kill him.
Well, they do have a lot of supply, but
That's
it's
not
easier.
gonna
It's
work.
way easier with a tank.
Oh, I don't know. Actually, they might get him.
Yeah, he's
Oh
gonna lose.
wow. Oh
All
wow.
All right.
Well played.
Well played for all the players there.
Yeah,
So,
I like that. I like that finish.
Second game of Before Dark, and still looking kind of light out here. So it's 4:30 in the afternoon right now in my area.
What's up, Cash? What's your take on the game, bro? Are you just
Wait, who won?
Toxic and Raider.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we lost quite a lot of bunkers on that first push. I had like pulled Puck so much money to get
Yeah, I
back
saw
in.
that.
And
2100.
yeah, like at that last, he lost 2 bunkers, so I sent him 2K, and then he lost them again. And it's like, okay, we've been crippled. So if you're not going to switch, you're probably going to die. I don't know what happened really at the end there if it was even, but I think
it was even-ish.
Relentless should
I
have
think,
switched
yeah.
a bit sooner, just a little bit sooner.
So, Toxic Trader, walk us through your thinking. I don't know, maybe starting from as you were killing bottom right, like your tank position when you decided to kill them and through the win. What was your thought process?
To be honest with you, the only reason why we were able to do that was because Relentless and Kaziar were balanced. So
yeah,
it kind of
it was very balanced.
It let us steamroll bottom right, I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
And then I kind of had a feeling that a little above me when we were able to kill bottom right, that we were going to be able to get top left to help us kill top right. And I was really confident in being able to beat top left because West was like lagging on the upgrades, and I knew that he was sitting back massing tanks, but I was saving my nuke just for that.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, I think that's a good strategy.
I'm curious, Joe. Like, I thought we had this thing going on there. I was like, so many opportunities to snipe your bunks, but I didn't because I'm like, well, you're diagonal, and then when you're done there, we're gonna go finish off top left, and then. But yeah, bad call.
Yeah,
you were gonna snipe. You were gonna snipe my tanks.
I should have sniped. No. I think I was in mid, and I was like, Mon JP was calling for help, and I'm like, no, it's fine. It's my diagonal. When they finish bottom right, they're gonna come help with top left. And it was like complete wrong, the worst call on my half. I should have just sniped a couple.
But Relentless and West don't seem as intimidating as you and Puck. So
yeah, okay. That's what I wanted to hear. Was did it come down to anonymous mode, or did like lack of anonymous mode, or was it just a strategic play?
I'm afraid of Puck.
But you know, Relentless is like 1900 elo, right?
Yeah, but Puck Puck's elo is irrelevant. Puck's a way better player than Relentless, and it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good game, guys. We'll jump into game 3 for Before Dark. See you soon.
Me over someone telling someone to target someone.
I agree. I think
You had the